How to find suppliers to work with for your Amazon FBA business. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. As you saw by the title, we're going to be taking a look and going through a couple of different methods on how to actually find suppliers for your Amazon FBA business. If at any point during this video you're interested in getting signed on with our automation company, you can go to the description down below and book a Zoom call with me, a 30-minute Zoom call. I can take you through any store results you want to see, also any questions that you have for us before getting signed on. So definitely, if you're interested, like I said, book a call in the link in the description down below, and I'll see you on there. There's not too many ways that I'm going to be going through on how to find these suppliers, because I really think there's only two options to choose from. Of course, there's more, but these are the only two that we will ever use, and it's the ones that work the best for us. So I'm not even going to go through. I can mention them briefly, what other options there are out there on how to find suppliers. But again, I'm not going to get too far into it just because I don't recommend those options. The first and best way, which a lot of you might know, is to go to a trade show. And it doesn't have to be, you know, the biggest trade show like an ASD trade show in Vegas. However, I do recommend going to one of those because it is pretty e-commerce friendly, and a lot of the suppliers there are going to want to work with e-commerce sellers because there is, you know, a lot of e-commerce sellers there that are looking for new suppliers. Plus, when you actually go up to these suppliers and you can meet with them face to face, you can hold a conversation and have a conversation with them. If you really know what you're talking about, then they're going to take you a lot more serious. And not only will they take you serious if you go up there and you talk to them, but if you're also able to place an order with them on the spot and you know what brands you're looking for and you can put together an order on the spot with them, they're going to take you so much more seriously, and they're going to be able to negotiate with you and do business with you just because they understand you're serious. They're not going to waste their time with someone they can tell right off the bat by the way they're talking, or that they know they're not going to actually try to place an order with them. They're not going to want to start wiggling on prices and giving discounts out on prices when they know you're not a serious buyer. But when you can come off as a serious buyer at these trade shows, they're actually willing. I mean, that's why they're there, right? They want to also meet people like us and meet other sellers that they can actually sell their products to. So they're trying to do business and they're trying to get deals done, and they save up deals for the ASD show, and they'll have, you know, ASD specials there that they're able to drop quite a bit on pricing, but they're going to want to drop that pricing for people they know are serious and for bigger buyers that they know that they're going to be able to move a lot of their inventory to. So that is one thing that obviously helps out a ton, is obviously having the capital to spend with them, and, you know, quite a bit of that. Obviously, the more you can spend, the more they're going to want to do business with you. So, you know, of course, I know not all of you guys have that capital. That is the whole reason why we started our automation company, because that's how we get access to the best deals, when we can go and approach these suppliers and have buying power of, you know, $400, $500, $600,000 worth on a monthly basis to spend with them. Of course, they're going to want to do business with us over someone that's trying to place a $5,000 or $10,000 purchase order. And it's not to say that it's not possible for you placing those smaller orders to get products that are obviously, you know, going to profit on Amazon. The margins are going to be probably a lot slimmer, and there's a way that you can get started and scale up, right? It's not impossible. I don't want to discourage anyone that is trying to get started on their own. But if you are trying to get access to better deals and be taken more seriously and open more wholesale accounts, then you're going to want to go to these trade shows. Again, it doesn't have to be ASD. It is one that I recommend. Obviously, we had just went there in March, but just any trade show that you can get to in general and go talk and meet with these suppliers and meet face to face and talk to them and try to work out a deal on the spot, that's going to be the best case scenario to meet new suppliers and build out those relationships, hands down. And then the second and only other option that we'll do is obviously just by a Google search. You can Google search and find these suppliers, but the other, you know, part to that is we absolutely recommend getting on the phone and calling them. You know, now you're not able to meet them face to face, but at least you're able to get on the phone and talk to somebody there, how their discounts work. Now, a lot of that's just going to work off the bigger the order, the better the discounts are going to give you, and that's the answer you're going to get a lot of the times. But sometimes people work differently. Some people have in their catalogs, you know, once you hit a certain amount in quantity, that they're going to put that price in there, and some people don't. Some people, you know, you just have to bring them a price and they might be able to match it, or they might not be able to. So everyone works differently, so you want to definitely feel out how they work, and it gets easier and easier over time. Obviously, when we were first starting out, calling up a supplier, they can probably tell we don't really know what we're doing at first, but obviously, you know, stick with the process, and as you get further and further into it and you really know what you're talking about, that's going to come through on the call, and they're going to realize, you know, that you know what you're talking about, and they're going to want to do a lot more business with you when they can hear that. So again, a lot of it's just practice and getting on the phone with them them, calling them up and asking those questions. But like I said, it gets easier and easier over time, and it just becomes a lot easier to scale and get new suppliers to be able to spend a lot with on a monthly basis as you continue to go. So again, like I said, those are really the only two that I recommend. I don't recommend Google searching, sending out emails and trying to open up accounts that way and not talking to them and placing orders. I just don't recommend it. You're never gonna be able to get access to good deals. It's about establishing and building that relationship with them and talking to someone one-on-one. Again, face-to-face is the best way to do that, but also getting on a phone call is the second best way to do that. I don't recommend just sending through an email. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? If that's all you're looking to do, and you know, you for whatever reason can't get on the phone, or you know, you can't make it out to a trade show, then obviously result to that. But I would really recommend getting on a phone call and trying to make it out to a couple trade shows so you can actually meet them face to face and place an order on the spot. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was insightful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.